Join us again. You talked a little basketball earlier. Now we got baseball, and a lot of people wondering, of course, about this rotator cuff injury from Manny Pacquiao, saying he had injured it about 3 or 4 weeks ago during training. And because of a training mistake on his part, one of his guys didn't fill out the correct paperwork in Nevada so he could take that inflammatory shot. Did I read that right? So now is he blaming, saying that's why he lost because he was injured? Or he's just saying, I could have fought better if I had the shot.
Right. But he's still got $120 million. And fight fans still got a disappointing fight. But let's start with baseball.
Yeah, do that, please.
More disappointment. You know, it's so funny. We had such an exciting Clippers game last night. But the Angels, they knew this season would be tough. They came off the best record in baseball last year. But this year, gosh, it's been bumpy. And last night in Anaheim, the Angels got a solid outing from sophomore pitcher Matt Shoemaker. But the Seattle Mariners ace, Felix Hernandez, he was just too darn good, stifling the Halos bats. He remains undefeated with his 5th win of the season. That's King Felix for you. The final of the Big A last night was 3-2. Seattle slugger Nelson Cruz did what he's been doing and hit his major league leading 14th home run. Shoemaker had a one-hit shutout going into the 7th inning. It was a great game last night at the Big A if you were a pitching fan. But then Cruz launched that solo shot to end that shutout. And it was the 4th loss in the row for the Angels. They are now tied with the Mariners for 2nd place in the American League West. Switching gears now from baseball to boxing, as Dan mentioned. The dust has settled from the so-called fight of the century. And we've learned that Manny Pacquiao needs shoulder surgery, apparently to repair a torn rotator cuff. Now, reports began to surface after the fight that Pacquiao had an injury but fought through it. Those reports have since been confirmed, but much to the dismay of boxing fans who paid big bucks to see the two fighters compete. Now, some of the critics of the fight complained that Pacquiao didn't fight hard enough, and now we have a partial understanding of why. The recovery of this surgery is 9 to 12 months, so the likelihood of a rematch is very slim, considering that Floyd Mayweather is on the record saying he wants to retire after September. It's slim, although I'd never discount it. This seems like a little bit of an excuse for them to have a rematch. And you can't ever discount the fact that boxers love the drama. And that sports brought to you by Legal Docs by me. Also very disappointing that a man would get into the ring of competition with an injury when so much is on the line and not be at his best.
They're both getting paid either way, like you said. Yeah. It's a 60-40 split. They made hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, there's an S at the end when he said hundreds of millions.
Don't even get me started on the fight. Don't even get me started. What's Samara saying?
It's terrible.
I think
she's calling it. She's saying
there will be a rematch.
If there is,
I'm guessing
nobody paid.
Very likely.
Are you hearing this from sources inside the Vegas camp over there? Dan,
yesterday we had a conversation, Dan, and you were very adamant that there will not be.
That's what I've heard. I lived in Vegas 5 years. I got friends in the sporting world over there, and they say Floyd wanted to cash out, and there won't be one. That's what I've heard. Right?
I don't think there's a reason. He won. Mayweather won decisively, and the fact that Pacquiao has to come back from this shoulder surgery, I don't think there's a rematch either.
So there you go.
And no one should have to watch a rematch. That shouldn't have to happen.
44 minutes past the hour. Wow. Yeah. Hey, a reminder, you saw Fred on here a little bit ago from Animal Samaritans trying to get Sugar adopted. Well, one more way our Valley Pet Finder segment works is we try to reunite pets that are lost out here in our valley with the rightful owner. And so thanks to Matthews